Jesse Dale here with MacroMissionary, and I'm excited to take you through this tutorial and features of our tracking app. First, starting with entering your macronutrient distribution in, you go to the plus sign, top right corner, and you would go to set goals, and this is where you can put in your protein, carbs, and fat. It will auto-calculate your calories for you. So that would be the first thing that you'd want to do to get started. Exploring some of the features, you're always going to see a meal of the week. We can see view meal. If that looks appetizing, it's going to tell you how to make this meal, the exact ingredients. And if I want to favorite it, I can hit the star here if this is a meal that I eat frequently. Or if I feel compelled to eat that now, I can go copy meal and then just go to today's date, and I would hit save, and that would add that meal onto my tracking log for the day. Nice and easy. I can see I have access to all of our meals right here. So we're constantly adding recipes. We're the only app that I know of that has recipes added so easily to the app. So if I go to beef tacos, again, I can favorite that, or I can copy it on today, and it's going to tell me exactly how to make these beef tacos. So plenty of recipes there. That's where you're going to find your favorites. So these are some of my personal favorites, and then all of my meals. So going down the line, we're going to click on today. This is what I've eaten today. It has the weekly tracker built in. That's kind of our claim to fame. Very cool. So if I go to weekly, this is what I have left over for the week, quite a bit. And I can go to my past weeks, see how I did in the previous weeks, and so on and so forth. So very, very cool feature with that. If I want to talk to a coach, if you're not currently working with a coach, but maybe you think that it would be beneficial for you too, we can hit the Talk to Coach button. It's going to take you to our calendar, and you can go ahead and schedule a call with one of our amazing coaches. The video library is amazing. That's kind of your own place to find motivational videos, tutorials. By the time that you're watching this, there'll be tons and tons of videos added to this. But right now we have pros and cons of plant-based nutrition, cardio and fat loss. So our full cardio podcast was done in there, episode 1, 2, and 3, staying on track while traveling. So we get user questions that come in that people submit, and then we do videos to help them, coach them through that. So again, another great feature that you don't see in a lot of apps. Same thing with our articles. So you'll see a bunch of articles here when you click on the articles. So you can go and click on the article and check it out and read, educate yourself, and become more aware. Our weight tracker is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add my weight in for today. So I was 193, and then hit save. You can see I can also upload a picture there as well. Our favorite meals, so as you go and you're tracking meals, you're probably going to find that you have some go-to favorite meals. So again, that's right here, the star. And these are some of my favorite meals that I favorited, and it's very easy to favorite meals. So if you go to a recipe, say you go to cheese dip and you hit the star, that would then go in your favorite meals. So very nice and easy, very intuitive, very user-friendly. So that's pretty much how the app works. You can see it's extremely user-friendly. Again, the biggest claim to fame would be that weekly tracker built in, our video library and article, ability to talk to a coach, and of course, all of our macronutrient-friendly, anti-inflammatory, amazingly tasting recipes. The app is new and features a verified database. That means that one of our coaches or one of our co-founders personally verifies the foods and recipes for accuracy. That's not a feature you get with a lot of apps, so you just don't know if you're getting accurate data or not. So if there's a food that you feel should be added to the master database, you can email us at coaching@macromissionary.com. Or you can always just simply add a food in yourself. So when you hit the plus button, you can add a food right there. name the food whatever it is, Mom's Donuts or whatever, and enter in your serving size, the unit of measurement, protein, carbs, fat, fiber, and sugar. It will auto-calculate calories. And then when you save that meal, it will show up in your favorite meals. So show up right here under your My Meals and favorite meals. So if you have a go-to meal that you would like to add for you personally, or maybe you take a supplement that isn't very common that has calories in it that you'd like to add for yourself, not a problem. And this is also another great feature, the add meals. So if I'm going to go ahead and just add a meal in, I can name that meal. So I can name it breakfast, or I can name it burger. And that way it makes it easy. If I want to have that same meal later on down the road, I can identify it for what it's named. And then I can go ahead and add the foods. I can search the database and add our foods in like this. Everything's in grams or milliliters for ease and accuracy. I could put a picture of that meal. I could add instructions, cooked, rare, best, seasoned. Yeah, so again, a lot of small little features that you don't see with a lot of the other apps out there. So very, very cool.